Hello, Rick187 and welcome back to Rule the Waves 3 as we continue our beleaguered run as Spain, where we're just not getting the breaks. And yeah, this war against Italy and America, it now enters its 46th month, or is about to enter its 46th month, which is, I think, the longest war I may have ever had in any of my playthroughs in Rule the Waves 2 or Rule the Waves 3. And long stalematy wars are generally pretty bad for the player. And if you're long wars and you're invading, you're taking territory, that's probably fine. But long stalemate wars are really bad, and the reason for that is while you get a nice boost to your naval expenditure, as do all your enemies. And although myself, Italy and the USA are having to pay for all our entire fleets being on active fleet duty, that isn't the case for our other competitors. So Germany, Hungary, Britain, France, etc., are getting this nice boost to their income and don't have the same boost to expenditure, which means they have extra cash for building more modern ships, putting a bit more into research, refits, whatever. So you can tend to find, actually, even if we come out and win this war, the gulf between us and some of these tier 1 countries may have actually expanded. In fact, even if we came out as a winner, we may find that's not enough to make up the gulf. So yeah, generally, if you want to, play perfectly, yeah, short, violent wars are the way to go. But we didn't have that, and we're in the war now, and we've been in the war for almost 4 years, and come hell or high water, we're going to try and get something out of this war. We may collapse, which is not a fate that's happened to me very often. I can't remember if it happens on a playthrough or not. I'm not sure if it has. But yeah, we shall see. One other thing I wanted to mention, as it was pointed out to me when we were looking at the sunk ships, this year column is the year they were built, not the year they were sunk. So I appreciate the correction there. Yeah, frustrating. It doesn't tell you. It can tell you where they were sunk or which battle, but not when, which would be a really useful data point to have. So yeah, there's still no easy way of seeing what your recent losses for your opponent has been. We can certainly see it for ourselves. And as you can see at the top of this list, these, I think it's 10 destroyers and the Mallorca heavy cruiser all went down last turn. Yeah, the end of 1914. Oh, it's hurts. It still hurts thinking about it. All those torpedo misses. Couldn't buy a hit. Right, anyway, but we shan't dwell on that. Things we want to do. Right, we've got a couple of submarines building, just half a dozen. Not really enough to do anything strategically of note, but they will allow us to continue our submarine research, and we can have discussions about whether they want to maybe try and build up a sizable submarine fleet ahead of our next war. I'm not sure we can manage it. Our resources are really small, and although it would be a useful asset against some of the bigger players, it's this weird catch-22 where I don't really have the funds to build it. But if I could build it, it would potentially help me kind of navigate my way around a larger opponent. So we'll see. Well, it depends against who we think we might go up against next time. We also built a couple, or was it just one? I can't remember. Two. No, we built an airship base in the Med. No, one in Palma. Just one. There you go. Talking nonsense. We have an airship base, and I think Palma's a good place for it. Help us out with our scouting. Someone was talking about there being... Germany built one in the Bismarck archipelago, and so I'm sorely tempted at some point to stick one out somewhere out here, so we can theorize about airship battles over the Pacific skies, just because that amuses me. And if we were fighting out here, actually having one in the Philippines wouldn't be a bad idea for some scouting help, but we're not, so I won't spend the effort on it just yet. In terms of ships, we are 8 months away from our first battlecruiser, which would be exciting to get out and get into action. And that's kind of it. So what I'm going to do, no, I don't want to design a ship. I would like to build some new ships. I'm just going to build a bunch more of the Plutons, although they are 3 years out of date at the minute. So do you know what? Let's rock ourselves up a new destroyer, see what has changed. So before we do this, let me familiarize myself with what the Pluton looks like. Show me, yeah, no, not that one. Your design, please. So we are 900 tons, 31 knot speed with 4-inch guns, and is it 3 double turrets? 3 double turrets. Okay, 3 double torpedoes. And I think they're a good size. I'd be tempted to go up to 1,000. I can't even remember where our research has taken us, to be perfectly honest. Light. Where's my light forces? Still just a double torpedo tube amount, 900 tons. Okay, so we have not had anything new here. So we may find that we can't do anything different, really. Right, so what I'll do this offline, because essentially I'm going to build the same destroyer and see if there's anything else we can play around with. So give me a jiffy. Okay, so the long and the short of it is we can't really do anything that drastically different. We end up with, what's it, like 15, 20 tons. We don't need to quite go full rounds, but yeah, 18 odd tons. Okay, I mean, theoretically we could maybe stick an additional 4-inch turret on, but I'm not seeing anything that's different enough to make me warrant redesigning it. So even though it's a few years old, I'm just going to build another batch of these. That will do nicely. Now we don't quite have the money for it. That was going to cost 41 million. We only have 26 million in the bank, but I'm hoping, and it's not quite going to work, if we can squeeze out 8 months worth of it, we just might be able to build it all and then make savings once our battle cruiser finishes. So I might actually have to pause a little bit of these, which isn't ideal, but we'll see how we go. But I think it's important to get them building, and we'll happily spend all the funds we've got to do so. Okay, perfect. I don't think there's anything else we need to be looking at right now. On my division editor, actually, because there'll be some, yeah. You have lost both your ships, so I can dissolve that. There's not much point in having you guys kicking about. Let's dissolve this division. Can I add ships to you? So these are Plutons, so let's get another 4 in there. And let's make a new destroyer division, please. Add some ships to that. Okay. And we've got a few kicking about. Right, that's fine. I think that's a reasonable way to do it. And let's advance time. Okay, some ships finished their working up. I need to check which sea zone they're in, actually. They're offering to build another destroyer. Well, they must really be up against it if they're harping for destroyer work. 11 months, 10% discount. Sure, I'll take it. We'll make it work somehow. Demonstrations manning peace and bread. What's our advice? Tighten the belts. Okay, prestige up. Sound out enemy government for possible negotiated peace. Logic says we should potentially go for that. Or divert resources from military to ensure basic standards. I'm going to overcommit for this war. This is gonna. I think we're gonna go all in, and it's gonna potentially make or break the playthrough as a whole. And I will even go to the point as I will happily spend a little bit of money and a little bit of prestige to hopefully help drops this unrest. We'll see where we come out ahead. Some raiding in the Med. We'll have to look at that. That was quite a sizable drop. Costing us about 500,000 a month. Unrest did go down to 6 though. Positive, I'll take it. We're definitely going to have to run out of money at some point, but we will deal with that. A raid on a coastal installation. This seems like a terrible idea. So I'm just going to... There's a lot of VP to give up, but I am going to decline it. Oh, excellent. We took a loan. He has planes. That's frankly terrifying. Some more raiding in the Med. Okay. Oh, nice. We're essentially back up to where we were. Map. No, ships. Show me who is in Northern Europe. You guys are. Well, I should probably let you finish working up before I move you. Because if you're in the area of operations, I need to operate effectively. Although, how many destroyers do I have in the Med? I've got a few. I will give you 1 more month in operation, and then I'll move you down. Cruiser battle. Okay, I will accept. Oh, thank you, Italy. Pay me back for last turn. A small engagement. We will give that a go. Not the greatest position. We have our new light cruisers though, and I quite like our light cruisers. They're not the fastest is the only thing, comparative to their Italian counterparts. So who have we got here? Where is... I'll do that in a minute. Where is my captain info? Ah, there we go. I don't know who that is. Ah, we've got Cervera. No, actually, I don't think he's one of mine. And is there no one of Navarra? How odd. I'll need to double check where all my officers are. Okay, we've come across someone in the night. Let's have you guys go this way. How long till dawn? 15 minutes, okay. We'll keep an eye. Yeah, I'm not going to try and do any too crazy shenanigans at this stage, actually. Let's just pull away, I think. You guys up to a bit of speed. Let's get you up to a bit of speed. Stick around. That does look like quite a lot of ships. Now let's go into line ahead. Let's come up this way. And we come back down. It depends what we end up against here. Right, what have we got? Don't know yet. You cut due south. Potentially going to pull away. These are just destroyers. Let's maybe get out of torpedo range. Is that really an AV? You built something? I mean, do they have planes? So theoretically they could have a seaplane tender. I don't tend to build them, so I can't remember exactly what the prerequisite techs are. Let's go up to Squad Max. It is not, it is the Leonardo da Vinci. Well, this is an opportunity. It's a bit of a crazy one, but it's definitely an opportunity. Get an exposed dreadnought. They're much faster. Light ships. Okay. Let's get you guys to lay smoke. And give us a bit of cover. We need to get you out in front. So you can then charge in. And let's have you say no torpedoes for just now, please. Okay, light cruisers hopefully dealing with their destroyer escorts. Okay, now we're going to try and pressure him south with our light cruisers. Meanwhile, the destroyers are going to come in from the south. And a little bit of hopefully pinch him, and there's no good way for him to go. He has turned. Let's turn towards him. Turned away, so we'll straighten up. We have hit the Leonardo da Vinci with our 6-inch gun. Huzzah. But it is the torpedoes we need now. We probably won't take many torpedoes. But we will need some. Our light cruisers only have got submerged torpedo mounts, so they're not going to be super useful. But our destroyers here are, and I just realised I had you on hold fire. Stop holding fire, please definitely fire. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Our Pluton here, open up with a pop gun, 3 hits from a 4-incher on the Leonardo da Vinci. Probably won't do much more than irritate the crew with the sounds of bong. And the lead destroyer getting involved in the action. Well, good job for having a go. You firing torpedoes? No. Still no. I mean, really? I'll drop your speed down a little bit. I'm also going to have you cut due north. We'll keep you heading south. Are you on fire? Yes. We are absolutely peppering this thing, which is good. I'm disappointed my destroyers here haven't launched torpedoes. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 6-inch hits, 2 4-inch hits. And this is my lead division. I will stick with my rules to play through that I can fire torpedoes from my lead division. Really? Is that how it work? Wait. I'm going to have you slow down to 25 as well. Oh, he's dead in the water. Are you serious? Did we just kill this thing with gunnery? I mean, it is an old ship at this stage. Let us be perfectly honest. Wow. Was it already damaged or something? I just feel like 3 light cruisers and 2 destroyers shouldn't be able to destroy this thing with a couple of 6-inch shells and a couple of 4-inch shells. And we should hopefully get our torpedoes away now because it's not going anywhere. Oh, come on, you guys missed. Go on, launch your blooming torpedoes, destroyers. There we go, somebody launched one. Okay, hit. And a miss. Fine. You guys are going to go up and clean out these destroyers because why not? It's what light cruisers are made for. Another hit on the Leonardo da Vinci. I think 2, when dead in the war, it's dead in the war anyway, but 2 torpedoes should definitely make sure of the job. Now we just go after these destroyers. And all of a sudden, I'm feeling very peachy about this war. I mean, tactically, doesn't really make much difference. These ships are non-events in terms of actual battles now. But from a kind of unrest and a victory point and a strategic perspective, there is definite value in sinking these things. Make sure we don't take a torpedo. That would be bad. Looks like we're just going to have to go after 1. Let 1 escape. Fair play, Captain. Sacrifice yourself to let your compatriots make it safely home. And tell everyone the tale of the Leonardo de whatever's face. Right, let's just run. I think this thing's pretty much dead. Ish. Yep, there we go. Right. Yeah, we'll pick up survivors. Why not? He has slipped beneath the waves. Let's put you guys back onto AI control so you'll hang about me. And I mean, if that other destroyer wants to come say hi, I'm not going to stop him. We'll go squad max. And he should just be able to outrun us back to port, which looks entirely where they're going. Oh, hang on, am I raiding the coast here? I'm destroying a bombardment. I forgot about that. Alright, let's go do that. I pay attention to my objective, so what are you on about? Oh, I'll just go max minus 2. I'm not that worried about running my engines to the ground. Where's my bombardment target gone? That's odd. I mean, we're going to win. Oh, we caught it. Yeah, and we found that the, what do you call it? Installation. Right, she's gone beneath the waves. Let's head over this way. We've dispatched the Infanta Isabel to pick up survivors. That's the kind of swell people we are. Oh, hello. How long have I got on my timer? Not that long. Let's go straight for the target. I wanted to just kind of sink some shipping. Oh, we might get ourselves in a destroyer, actually. I'll bring you down to 20. Just so we have an easier time of it. Sailing up and down in front of this bombardment target. And then hopefully we can get an embo while we're at it. We seem to be prioritizing the bombardment target rather than the destroyer. I could manually change that. It looks like it might have got away. Disappointment. It should go down fairly soon. And then I think we will get out of dodge. Although we have a rare moment of superiority on the seas here. Okay, done. So we could just go kind of a scouting about to the north. Do you know, I don't. You guys need to watch that. I'm going to look for, I don't know, transport ships, destroyers, not gun installations. See if I can't destroy anything else in the last little bit of time I've got left. Although that's done now. Oh, but I'm getting some Brucey bonus time. Excellent. Have at ye, Corvette. Another bombardment target? 4-inch field battery. Let's not fight that. No way! That's why I didn't want to fight the 4-inch field battery. Ah, my greed has cost me a destroyer. Very well. Very well. Time to go home. Okay, well, I won't let that spoil my day. Oh. Oh, what did we sink then? I'm so confused. Okay. Was it just an AMC we sunk then? What did we hit? What? As torpedoes fired. As torpedo hits. Nothing got hit by a torpedo, but we know that's not true. Is some kind of strange bug going on here? I sunk your battleship. So, I mean, scores and doors is fine. It's not great, but it's fine. But that's not okay. I sunk. You can tell how upset I am, but the way this is panned out. No, hang on. Torpedo hits. That's not hits. This is torpedo hits. I take it back. It was just an AMC. Apparently, we mistook a 2,000-ton AMC Rena for a Leonardo da Vinci class pre-dreadnought for the entirety of the battle. I mean, that explains why I wasn't shooting back, but I feel like that's a kind of bit of a bug. That level of uncertainty shouldn't last forever. Well, okay. I got a prestige for that. It's because I told everyone I sank a pre-dreadnought. Sure. We are the valiant heroes. Austrians building a battleship. Looks okay. I think ours would give it a good go. Okay, things are going ish. Okay, let's move everyone to Mediterranean. I know a few of them are still working up, but save us a bit of time. We'll be now 6 months away from our battlecruiser. I am excited by that prospect. A coastal raid. This is a terrible place to be raiding the coast because we are so far from our home ports. And unexpected, but how? High Command, we decided to raid the Italian coast. You'd never guessed it. We found some Italian ships. Who'd have thought they'd be there? I know that logically that's not how the battle generator works. But still, it's amusing to imagine these scenarios. Okay, we have got our glorious light cruisers who reportedly did so well in the last one. Theoretically did okay. And we've got Catalunya. It does explain why the ship sunk so quickly. We have to attack a bombardment target, which again hasn't shown on the map. Should be that little red circle thing. I think I may need to save and reload. I could do that just now actually. I'm going to try it. I'm going to save and quit and reload and see if I get my little circle thing. So I'll be back in a jiff. Yeah, so unfortunately I did not get my target back. I'm assuming it's somewhere along this coast and we'll just have to kind of find it. I do have control, so let's bring him up to 20 knots. I mean, first and foremost, we'd like to tangle with Italian ships. Unfortunately, they have a very good ability to just dive into Barry here. And also, if we are up against a battle cruiser, for instance, we're not really equipped to deal with that. What time of day are we at? Hopefully close to dark. 8 hours. Alright. Okay, well, let's head in towards land. We found something. I don't think you're a warship. Well, you are a light cruiser, apparently. Okay. Well, we'll tangle with you. Pelicano class. That's not one I'm overly familiar with. Oh, because you're a corvette, you're not a light cruiser. I tell you, the officers of the watch, or the lookouts rather, have got some explaining to do with their calls on what it is we're coming up against. Additional courses required on ship identification. Okay, this should be essentially a non-event as we sink the Pelicano. Make sure, I don't even know if I don't think corvettes have torpedoes, but we'll have a look. You have an unidentified land feature. Are you the one we're interested in? 7-inch coastal battery. No, you are not. Is it north of Barry we're looking for? This is a peculiar situation. Also, you crank up your speed. Let's chase this ship down. Going to get you to come into line ahead as well. And I'll have you retreat away from a 7-inch battery. I mean, theoretically, we could presumably outrange it. What are you on with Catalina here? Yeah, only 8-inch guns. Yeah, let's just sail away. Right, can we please sink this Pelicano? An absolute plethora of gunnery fire upon it. She's refusing to go down. Okay, she has gone down. Thank you. Alright, let's go up. Well, I'll run along the coast here. Of Isabella. Yeah, okay, you can do the same. You can go north of Barry and see what you can find. We shall comb the coasts. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing? And we'll see what we can find, and I will bring you back if I find anything. So I finally found the bombardment target just on a small spit of land just north of Barry. No other opposition, so I will liquidize this, sink any other merchants I can find bombing around, and then I'll bring you back Scores Medoris, because, well, I don't think there's going to be much to this unless I decide to inadvertently fight a land battery, but I'll do my best not to do that. So, slight change of plan. It appears the Italians have sallied forth from Barry, and I'm a little bit of trouble. So we've got 2 battle cruisers out, which are more than a match for my Catalina class. We are 2 hours till darkness, so that's really our escape mechanism. We're probably going to be using our destroyers to try and push these guys away. This may end a little bit badly for us if we're not careful. I think we'll be able to destroy the target easily enough. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to do a little bit of screening here. Go line ahead, let's go turn together, let's start laying smoke. Let's get in front, and you absolutely just pull away as quickly as you can. I will keep you on bombardment duty for just now. No, don't misunderstand signals. I dare say this would probably cost me a few destroyers, but as long as I don't lose any of the larger ships, I'm probably going to count that as a good thing. I'm having to juggle between these two areas. Let's bring you down to 20 knots. I don't know what you're doing, Castilla, but it's very infuriating. I'm not sure what these battle cruisers are doing either. I'd be quite willing to come and have a go up close. I guess this is going to be the end of the Castilla. You guys are still bombarding that. That's absolutely fine. We will attempt to put some torpedoes in the water. The pace of these battle cruisers does pose a bit of a problem. Oh, Castilla is firing some of her 4-inch guns as she retreats, and a bit of a middle finger to the battle cruisers. Well, I applaud that effort. Yeah, it's just hits on the bombardment target, no hits on any ships, which frankly I'm going to say is a good thing. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep you guys going straight for another minute. This is looking pretty good. Cardoso has now taken a belt extended penetrating hit from a battleship's main guns. That's probably going to go badly for you. We will try and turn to see if we can't get some torpedoes away before you go under. I mean, it looks like a good angle, doesn't it? You're probably going to sink, but I'm not going to do this, but I could if I manually. Yeah, you have a few options there to get your fish in the water. Fortunately, I'm not sure you're going to take them. You have launched super early. Okay, is that because you think, well, if I launch my torpedoes, I can then leave and he'll let me live? And he's not entirely wrong. I'll have you head back, just turn around and go back south. Hopefully that'll die soon. Okay. Come on, Admiral. Ferrandez. Oh dear. Oh, what were you launching at? Look at it. Look, he's going to dodge them all, isn't he? You do have 3 left. Oh. Okay. We may have something on the cards here. There's a couple of interesting looking fish. What was these 3? It depends where their range runs out. Catalunya is still being shot at. And I'm kind of tempted actually to keep you in vague range. Because if you're attracting their big guns, then my other forces are not. Let's see what happens here. Apparently just sailing through them all. Yeah, okay. And away they go. And Ferrandez is going down, unfortunately. Right, I don't want to quite go full charge with you gentlemen just yet. How are we doing on the old bombardment target? Not destroyed yet. Again, looks like they are happy with their kill of 1 destroyer and are retreating off. Maybe. They're still lurking down here. You can go back onto AI control. I really appreciate it if you finish destroying this bombardment target. Yeah, we'll get some survivors. They are coming north again. Do I want to throw my last 3 destroyers in? How close to dusk are we? 55 minutes. I bet that's going to feel like a long time. You hit squad max. That is your squad max. Oh my god, you're slow. I'm going to see what we can do. I may have to send my destroyers in. just to get up to turn, if nothing else. That may end up being your job, Siskar. Oh, you're sinking. Double plus ungood. Okay, bombardment target sunk, great. You head kind of northeast so you can meet up with the rest of our forces. Okay, we may have to do a little bit just to get them to change course here. So we're going to threaten these battle cruisers. Okay, they don't seem to care. Could we launch something? A couple of torpedoes away as they're turning, which means guaranteed it's going to miss. Look at that, just jink around it like they knew the path. Now they dodge Siskar's torpedoes. Yeah. And there she goes. Ooh, that looked one. Ooh. I don't know. Right, you guys are now in a bad place and need to get out in front. They have at least turned the battle cruisers. It's buying our heavy cruiser a little bit of time, which is what we kind of needed. Darkness should be on its way. There she comes. And they're starting to have a change of heart. When till proper darkness? Not that long. We might go for one fell swoop in the night. Under proper darkness. We can get out maybe in front of this formation. I'm gonna watch we don't get ourselves sunk before we get our opportunity. Likewise, don't go too crazy here. Just waiting for the main event. Right, I think we're gonna go for it now and it will catch up with us. Good. I'm going to see if we bump into anything. Hello? Ah, oh, you're wasting your torpedoes on destroyer, my friend. And again, don't do that. You have any left? You. I just don't think we're getting in the right position because we're coming on kind of stern side. Let's come out this way. I think this might be a forlorn hope at this stage. Alright. Okay, well, I think we managed that okay. We did lose a few destroyers in the end. I'm not sure there's much more we could have done against those odds. Oh, that's disappointing. Right, and you guys are off to Croatia, which I think is a suitable place to go. Off you go. Alright. We got the victory. We did lose 3 destroyers. Bit annoying. But we got points for bombardment and survivors. And yeah, we didn't cause any damage at all. That's okay. That's okay. I would have liked to score a hit. I feel like our torpedo is just major victory. Calm yourself. Just feel it's not working out at the minute. Oh, that's annoying. Unmitigated disaster. Oh, there's like an enemy sub. That's useful. Still a bit of raiding going on in the Mediterranean, the Caribbean. Still at 6. And the war grinds on. We are 5 months away from our ship. We have a reasonable number of light forces in the area. America is just chilling, I think. You got 5 submarines there. Okay. You have one battleship and one battle cruiser in West Africa. A couple of destroyers here. Pre-dreadnought into a heavy cruiser, which are at risk of internment. In fact, ours are all of these ships. You have nothing in Southeast Asia, but obviously if I moved a force in there, you would rapidly respond. You've got a big force in the Caribbean and a big force in North American East Coast. Again, those ones in West Africa are tempting, but... Okay, it turns out that Chapela has connections... A company that produced our rangefinder. He has continued materially to the facility of the equipment, but also made good money. What should we do? No corruption? Nope, lose some prestige. Or force him into retirement but get a plus to go on a research. Absolutely. More research, more better. Triple mounts, now you're talking. Torpedoes do more damage. Well, that would be handy if they hit. Dunk another sub. Okie dokie. A quiet month. I'm happy with quiet months. I want my battle cruisers out to play around with. And we get a battleship engagement. Unexpected battle. Alright, for this, I am very much just going to sail into port. If I fail to sail into port or anything interesting happens, I will cover it. But otherwise, let's just skip ahead. There we have it. Not even a sighting of the enemy ships. But interestingly, if I just close this off, we did get 7 battle cruisers. Oof, they've been building those. We did get confirmation that the ships were here through reports from our Zeppelins based out of Palma, which was quite useful. So that confirmed there was a large fleet. We ran away, job done, a board draw. This is good. Strikes and anti-war demonstrations in Italy. This is what we need. Oh, someone has shot someone else. Both average in an accident. Rivalry over women. And quietly expel them. Or... well, let's not get involved. Heat of the moment, these things happen. He hasn't shot their friend over women. Okay, how long we got left? So we're very, very close. So we're going to have to wrap this up. We'll see what it is. Best fire control for about a month. Now I'm going to say yes for this one because it's time efficient, if not cost efficient. We can send a revolutionary of some renown to his home country, Italy. But this may backfire. Absolutely. We need to push them over the edge. This could go badly, but let's go for it. Better armor, that's positive. Okay, better rate of fire pain reduction for smaller guns. I like that. Another quiet month. Again, not complaining. 2 months to go. Oh, I did add an extra month to our Asturias. Hopefully the other one will get the same option. And we get a cruiser battle. I will accept. My fear here is we get one of our old heavy cruisers against one of their battle cruisers, in which case we may run away. But they just decline. Beautiful. Coastal raid, no thank you. A battleship engagement, unexpected battle. You know the drill here. So I will go and manage this, and I'll see you on the other side, hopefully. Another successful disengagement. We did see the enemy ships this time, but no shots taken or shots fired. Slightly smaller force. Again, at some point we're going to have to tangle it. And again, they didn't have that much weight in terms of light cover, so there was potential of maybe trying to throw some destroyers at them in the gloom, but our force composition wasn't really physically in the right place for that. Nor was I that confident I could, even if I put a torpedo in something, that I really had the ability to follow up, because there was a lot of cover. Okay. Widespread protest held in Spain demanding end to hardship and war. It's only been 4.5 years. And we have won the race to the bottom. Italy has collapsed and a communist regime take over. Our little revolutionary did wonders, and they've been forced to accept harsh peace conditions. Beautiful. Pick a ship as reparation. Oh my. Oh my, indeed. Sweet. I'm probably going to take one of your brand new battle cruisers. 24,000 tons. Shall we take the namesake of a class just to really rub it in their face? It's also... Is your speed really 18 knots? Other thing actually is we could just grab like the Francesco whatever, because that's quite a good candidate for turning into a CVL. Although what's the maximum displacement of a CVL? 16,000 tons, isn't it? That's too heavy. I take it back. I'm just slightly disappointed how slow you are. I mean, granted, I'm also very slow. But my new battlecruiser is a little nippy. And I'd be tempted to grab one of these 25 knot speed demons. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get this one. It's not quite the newest ship. Not quite as big. But 18 knots just feels too slow for a battlecruiser. Or do we just get an Italia class? Nah, let's get this one. I like these ones. Go. Sweet. We have 11. We can take Sardinia or Eritrea. I mean, historically at one point it was part of the Spanish Empire. I think we briefly touched upon that many moons ago. So let's take it. The other 6 will go into war reps. And you can keep Eritrea. Oh no, America, what are you doing? Yes, please do that. Oh, here we go. A negotiated peace without border changes or reparations. So we're going to lose Hainan and have gained Sardinia if we take this. I think we should... my battlecruisers are almost good to go, but they're going to fight. I'm not sure a war with America is within our best interest right now. As upsetting as it was to lose that chunk of land. So let's try and get a little bit of peace. People are weary. There we go. Yeah, my budget goes down. I have to balance that. Well, Hernandez apparently has been captured. And then when the world's at peace. 5 years of war over. So yeah, we did lose, unfortunately, our Far East holdings. We're still left wanting a piece of China. But on the other hand, we got a little rock in the middle of the Mediterranean, which should serve us well. It's already got some airfields on it, good for scouting, and we can really kind of own this side of the Med. Although I don't want to get too much into the Med when air power becomes a big thing, because it just becomes plain central. But yeah, and then, so if we look ships in our service, here she is. The Francesco Carriacolo. 24 knots, apparently. I feel lied to. It was 25. Yeah, 12-inch broadside. I think she's a pretty decent ship. And she will do. Excellent. Well, 1 month before we get a brand new battlecruisers. Always the way. Well, that about wraps things up for this. I'm very happy that we got positive output of the war. How do things sit? So we're still only just our noses in front of Austro-Hungary. We're still 30% behind Italy. It's actually quite surprisingly close to France in terms of naval budget. But yeah, we're like 50% behind France. And yeah, can't touch anyone else. So yeah, we're going to decide where our next endeavour is going to be. At some point, I think we're going to have to probably tangle with the French as our next step up. But perhaps a short and violent war against someone like China would really be the way to go. But I've been saying that all game. We've never managed to make it happen. We just keep fighting Italy over and over. But that's a really positive outcome. My lord, we have a big negative balance, but at least some of that will be fixed when these things are built, and we're going to put a whole bunch of people in reserve. But I can do that either off camera or start next episode. We won! I'm absolutely stoked. I hope you guys are pleased with the outcome as much as I am, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Cheerio!